Let me pull up his Wikipedia page so I can be like all
That's
serious.
what I'm doing too.
I want to be all serious and be like, Jeremy Michael Jordan. I don't know what his middle name is.
I think it is Michael.
It is
actually.
Michael.
It is Michael.
Dear listener, today's going to be a good day, and here's why.
Because today, I don't even have anything funny to say because we're doing the highly anticipated episode on Jeremy Jordan, and I don't have anything funny to say. I'm Becca.
I'm Eni, and this is Sincerely Us, a podcast for the casual musical theater fan. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
Okay, before we even go there, we have some things to talk about.
Okay, but like,
I know.
love.
I know. This is the episode that we've been waiting for, and by we, I mean we, and also you.
But also tons of fans.
Yeah, people have definitely requested this episode.
Because I posted something that was like, what do you guys want us to talk about on our Twitter? And like 3 replies were Jeremy Jordan. And I was like, well, twist my arm.
Right? I mean, I feel like we were going to do this episode eventually. I didn't think we were going to do this episode so soon.
Me either.
Especially since we talked about Jeremy Jordan for a good chunk of last episode.
Yeah.
But who cares? I'm super excited to talk about Jeremy Jordan for the next hour, and I know you are too, and it's going to be great. But before...
And I promise to keep my fangirling to a minimum. That was as high as I'm going to get.
Yeah, I can't make that promise at all. Before we dive in, what are your potatoes this week?
Oh, yes. My potatoes this week. Funny story. Last week, my potatoes were about how I hadn't tried the pumpkin cold brew yet. That's all I've drank last week.
Me too, though.
It is so good. So worth the hype. My barista at my local Starbucks, when I walk in, she says, "Hi, Becca, are you here for your pumpkin cold brew?" And I say, "Yes, I am." It is the highlight of my adult life that a barista knows my name.
That's amazing.
My other potato is that, like I said last week, dance has started, but I'm really excited about my classes this year because I've like tripled the amount that I'm teaching. And I have 2 musical theater classes. In one class, we're doing Wicked, and in the other class, we're doing Aladdin. And all the kids are super excited, and that makes me super excited. And I've started picking out costumes, which is like the greatest thing a dance teacher can do. It's like the highlight of the year is picking out costumes. And then the third one is all I've done is play my uke for like a week, and I love it. And I'm learning Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
I've received a lot of snaps, and you're doing great, and I love it.
Thanks. I love it.
Okay, so my potatoes are... So we are recording this on Sunday. I have spent the last 2 days celebrating Linson's birthday, and as exhausted as I am, because I definitely got home at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, it's been a great weekend.
Or this morning.
Yeah, this morning. I'm a little lacking of sleep, but it's fine. We went yesterday and go-karted and played arcade games and did a bunch of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And then we had brunch this morning with a bunch of people, and it ended up being like 14 people that came to brunch, and it was just a lot of our friends and stuff, and we had a really good time. And then my second potato is that I pre-ordered the new iPhone because I'm very excited.
Because you're that person.
I am that person. I upgrade my iPhone every year. And I have no shame about it because I basically lease my phone from T-Mobile and I pay for a lease every year. And then when the new one comes out, I get the new one and I have no issues. And I love my phone. So why wouldn't I have the new one if I can get it? Mm-hmm. And I got it in green. So I'm very excited.
Alphaba green?
Basically, it's called midnight green, I think. So, I mean, yeah, it's like a blackish green. It's very Alphaba. And then my last potato, which I guess this will be the last time I can use this potato, is that as of the release of this episode, you will be here in 4 days.
Yeah, it's 7 from us talking.
Yeah, so it's Sunday, so it's exactly a week until you get here. Like, this time next week, you will be in my house and probably, like, or we'll be watching Downton Abbey, the movie.
Yeah, about that.
Well, you're gonna watch it anyway, so you better figure it out. But yeah, so as of this episode coming out, which it comes out on Wednesday, you will be here in 4 days. So, yay.
I only have 3 more days left of work until I go on vacation.
I still have 5, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm super excited and I can't wait for you to get here and for us to do all the things and then we can go to Disney and do even more things.
And the next episode we'll record will be in the same room.
Oh
sorry,
my
my
God.
Alexa just turned on and it scared. Alexa, turn off. I'm sorry.
Don't yell at her.
Sorry, not sure.
Okay, thanks. That was wild.
Yeah, we'll be recording in the same room. You'll be right here where I'm sitting.
And we might be recording a couple YouTube possibly.
We'll see.
I have ideas.
We do have a couple of ideas of things that we want to do while we're together in the same state, in the same place. I'm so excited.
For a whole week.
A whole week. Oh my God, it's going to be great. I'm so
And it's
excited.
also, it's probably our friendiversary sometime this week. Because I don't remember when I joined Discord. But it was in September.
It was.
Don't remember the exact
We're
date.
just going to say that it's like next Sunday. And we're just going to declare.
So our anniversary date is September 22nd.
We're going to declare our friendiversary September
Yeah.
22nd because
Yeah.
we'll actually have met and then I guess we can officially
And
begin
sob?
our friendship.
And stop.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should go live on Instagram.
No! Oh my god, I'm gonna be swearing up a storm. It's gonna be awful. I mean, it's gonna be great.
Okay, so maybe we should record and then post it on Instagram after we edit it. I'm so excited. Oh my God.
too.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's dive in.
Okay, say your part that you wanted to be serious about.
Jeremy Michael Jordan was born November 20th, 1984
Truth.
in Corpus Christi, Texas. Is that how you say that? Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Sure.
We're looking at his Wikipedia page.
Yeah, we are. He's older than I thought he was.
Me too. I thought he was late 20s.
I definitely thought he was like my age. But he
Yeah.
was my age while he was playing a 17-year-old, so...
And like when he had the role on Broadway, he probably could have passed as a 17-year-old, but when they recorded the movie,
Not
debatable.
so much.
Yeah, not so much.
I mean, it still doesn't make me love him any less.
Obviously.
Because, hello, he's Jeremy Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. He's perfection.
So yeah, so he was apparently born in Corpus Christi in Texas and has been blessing the world with his voice for quite some time now.
And most of this episode will be about his talent, I swear. However, I would like to get the point across that he's a very attractive man. And his singing voice and dancing abilities makes him more attractive. But that is, yeah. But most of this will be about his talent, I swear. He's a very talented man.
He is a very talented dude. His voice is insane. The amount of times that I just like fall into a Jeremy Jordan YouTube like hole.
And by that, you mean like once a week?
Sure, once a week. Just once. Yeah, YouTube at this point is just like, I open it up and it's like, do you want to listen to Jeremy Jordan? I'm like, sure, why not?
Why would you ever say that?
I'm pretty sure I've seen like 90% of the videos that are on YouTube of Jeremy Jordan singing.
He just, okay, so I honestly think that he is truly, like, I don't want to use the word perfect, because obviously no one's perfect. But as, like, a Broadway actor and a person in the limelight, I truly believe that he is so, first of all, unproblematic.
Yeah, that's a good
And,
word.
like, yeah, and he's just so sweet. Literally every single person who I've read that's met him or has talked to him in an interview or anything always talks about how sweet he is. And I just think that he is Broadway's sweetheart.
He's so nice and he's such a like light in this dark, dark world of ours.
I just watched the concert that him and his wife did together.
I love that entire concert. I love the fact that they would like go on tour together and like just perform together. They do one that where like they sing each other's songs.
Yeah, that was
like
my
favorite one where she sings Santa Fe and it's just like amazing.
But literally, I read a comment that was under it and it was like, as she started singing Santa Fe, we should have just known that the contest was over. Because when she started singing Santa Fe, he was like, oh crap.
He's married to Ashley Spencer.
Yep.
Yeah. And they have a
They just had a
beautiful baby
baby.
girl. She's so cute.
I know, she was born during his Waitress run.
Yeah. Which like, I know people were upset about, but, like, hello, he had a baby.
Yeah, he had a baby. He had to go be with his baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
What did they name her? Clara Eloise Jordan.
Which just, like, that
cute.
sounds like such a stage name. I love it.
Okay, so what has he done? He's been in, besides Newsies, obviously, he's been in Rock of Ages.
Yep.
He was an alternate in the revival of West Side Story.
For Tony?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. I've heard him sing Something's Coming.
I've heard him sing basically all of the Tony songs from West Side Story. Again, I watch a lot of Jeremy Jordan YouTube videos, like a lot.
He posted, now let's see, I go through his Instagram sometimes just because I like to look at, like, I like to scroll back and see what he was doing, like, during his Broadway runs. If it may be weird, but also that's what our society is at nowadays. And I can't remember when he posted this, but he posted a side-by-side of him making his Broadway debut. And then I think it was him as Jack. And he was talking about, like, how different, like, the two roles were and how much of a different person he was. Because he made his Broadway debut with Rock of Ages, right?
I believe so, yes. I will confirm that while you keep talking.
I am, like, 98.6% positive. But I just think that it's so cool seeing, like, where these actors started, if that makes sense. Like, it's weird thinking about the fact that he appeared in the Broadway cast of Rock of Ages in 2009. Oh, we're reading his Wikipedia page. I swear I read this before, but it's just all jumbled in my head.
I've definitely read this before. But also his Wikipedia page is a mess. Like...
Yeah, none of it's in order.
Exactly. Yeah, so his stage credits, the first credit he has is for Rock of Ages.
I've never seen Rock of Ages.
I love Rock of Ages.
Edie.
Oh, but you don't like jukebox musicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was the alternate in West Side Story. He was apparently in Heathers, the musical.
He was?
JD.
Oh, he played JD?
Yeah. In 2010. And then he was Clyde in Bonnie and Clyde, which...
Well, okay, so the first bootleg I ever watched was Finding Neverland, and it was him doing Finding Neverland before it was Matthew Morrison.
I was getting there.
Okay, no, but I'm just saying, like, that's the first bootleg I ever watched, and I loved it. He also did, he also read for Hugh Jackman for The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, I know. I've seen, like, all of the Greatest Showman, like, before it was made into a movie. Like, where they sang for the producers or whatever. And table reads. That's what that's called.
Or sing through sometimes.
And yeah, he was there. He's so adorable.
Yes. You know what else he was in, Eni?
What?
Smash. He played my favorite character in all of Smash, and he's only in season 2, and I don't even care. And he sings the Joe Icona song, Broadway, Here I Come.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so after Bonnie and Clyde,
sorry,
he obviously was in Newsies as Jack Kelly. And then in 2014, he was in Finding Neverland. And then in 2018, he was in American Son, which is like a play. It's not a show, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they're both shows. It's not a musical.
Well, yeah. Okay, my bad. But yeah, it's a play. It's not a musical. Which I believe...
He filmed Smash, and he was Jack Kelly and in Smash at the same time.
At the same damn time.
That just blew my mind, because those are my two favorite roles of his, besides the last 5 years.
Don't roll your eyes.
I love the last 5 years.
So yeah, so he was American Son, and I believe American Son is being made into a movie.
Is it?
And he is in it with Kerry Washington. I believe so. I could be mistaken on that. I think it's going to be a Netflix movie.
He just has, like, his Wikipedia, his career is just so long.
Yeah. And then obviously he was Dr. Palmater in Waitress for like 2 months.
Yeah, and then he's going to be in Spinning Gold, which is the new movie.
Well, yeah, I was just talking about his stage credits. You're the one that started throwing in TV and movies.
It just makes me so happy.
Because like
he's every
Broadway actor ever to exist, he's been in Law and Order SVU.
I think every actor, yeah, just in general.
I feel like specifically Broadway actors are always an extra in SVU.
Yeah, it's probably because it's so, like, it's such a small role that you can do it in just a day. Because they can't have, like, reoccurring roles.
Well, yeah, and also, like, I don't know.
I'm
just an extra.
Baby sky, through the sky.
So yeah, and then the last 5 years, he was in a movie with Queen Latifah and...
Joyful Noise.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Nope.
I've never seen it either. But when we decided to do this episode, I started watching the trailer for that, and it looks like adorably like one of those like terrible movies that I feel like I would love and watch every day.
Yeah, especially those terrible like music movies that just aren't good, like the one that Hilary Duff was in.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I don't remember what it's called. Obviously, it doesn't matter.
But it's Queen Latifah and
Isn't it Keke Palmer?
that one. That's her name. I couldn't remember.
love
I'm
her.
like the kid president, the kid CEO on Nick. That's who she
True?
was. That's who she was. What?
Isn't her name True in that show?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I think I saw like 3 episodes while babysitting my cousin. Like,
Oh yikes! I watched a lot
in my
more than
entire
that.
life. So I'm not sure what her name is, but yeah, it's Keke Palmer, and then obviously he's Jamie in the last 5 years, which might be my favorite role of his. Don't get mad. I love him as Jamie.
No, I think I agree. Newsies just in general is my favorite show, but I definitely think that Jamie was a much harder role than to play.
Jack.
Yeah, like I just think that it has a lot more that you need to put into it instead of playing like an angsty 17-year-old. However, Santa Fe should have won the Tony. Just saying.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
he was nominated for it, right?
I'm aware he was nominated, but he didn't win.
No, and he didn't win his Grammy either.
No?
Nope.
Sad.
I know.
But that's okay. He was nominated, so that's fine.
Like he doesn't have the most extensive stage credits, I guess. Like he's only been active for 10 years, which
Yeah.
seems like a long time, but
But in that time, he has done like countless workshops and has debuted 2 leading men.
yeah,
So,
of course. And
Yeah.
and not only that, but like he does like so much like extra stuff that's not just shows. Like he does LC Fest every year with Darren Criss, and he's always at like all of those New York live show bar things.
yeah, 54 Below.
There it is. And I know all of this because I watch them on YouTube.
I just love the 54 Below scene in general. Like, I love watching videos from there. I mean, that's how we found Antonio.
Cipriani.
Thank you. And that's just... See, but fans of Sincerely S. Edie will just know who I'm talking about. Those are for the real fans.
Will they? Because, like, I feel like we only mentioned him once, like, super quickly, like, offhand kind of thing.
I mean,
but
if you
sure.
want to follow me on Instagram, I share his stuff all the time on my story.
He's awesome. He just did, Wait For Me
Yeah.
from Hades Town.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Like, I don't think he could ever play Orpheus just because that's not his voice, but his cover of that portion of the song, I was like, yes, please. Just give me more of this. And he did it with Renee, who's who's playing Regina in Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
But I just love the 54 Below in general. Like, I would love to see a show there. Especially all of the, like, pronoun showdowns and all of their themes and stuff.
Yeah.
I think is so interesting. It would just be cool to be, like, watching and all of a sudden Jerry Jordan walks out and sings a song.
I would
Or
die.
his miscast.
Oh my
is
god,
favorite
all
too.
of his miscasts. Because
Me
he's
too.
done miscast 3 years? 4 years.
I think it's 4.
He did Don't Rain on My Parade. He did the song with Groff Claus.
Oh, yes. Let Me Be Your Star.
There it is. I was like, it's from Smash. He did the song with Groff Sauce. Then he did Let It Go the year after.
Which was funny.
Because Jonathan Groff wasn't there. And he definitely pointed the fact that Jonathan Groff doesn't even really sing in Frozen. And then the most recent one he did was Waitress.
No, he also did with Ben Platt. They did the Cellback Tango.
Oh, they did. He was in that.
Yeah.
Like, I know the Subblock Tango you're talking about, it's all dudes. I just didn't realize that Jeremy Jordan was in that.
Yeah, and
Or maybe
it
I
has
did, and I'm just
Leslie
like-
Odom Jr. in it.
Yes, that I
And
know.
Ben Platt.
I know Ben Platt does the French girl. Oh my god, he's perfect too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Speaking
miscast.
of, can we just, I know this is the Jeremy Jordan Queens edition, but can we just take a second and talk about how, like, wonderful and beautiful and powerful Ben Platt has been lately? Like, come on. That boy's career can just do no wrong right now.
I know.
I love his solo music.
Jeremy is, it's, no, yes.
What? Jeremy's in it.
I don't know why I'm just like blocking him out of that video in my head.
Well, remember when I sent you that Snapchat and I was like, wait, Leslie's in this video? I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, no, I knew Leslie Odom Jr. was in it. I completely missed Jeremy Jordan in this for whatever reason. Also, any cover of a Celine Dion song that Jeremy Jordan does is just perfect as well. Jeremy Jordan is literally the first face that they put on the screen. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. Ugh, that video is so good. I love it. I love miscast in general.
The only thing from like a tech side, the person whoever is operating the light board is just real failing during that whole performance. And I'm like, oh, sweetie, you poor child. You probably got yelled at for all of that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I love miscast like in general.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Is it the little boys that did Satisfied?
No.
Oh. I don't know, Skylar Sisters. I love him too. He's so good.
Wait, what?
Do you remember the 3 little boys that did Skylar Sisters?
Yeah, that's what they did. I know what you're talking about. That one, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, the guy that played the genie, the original genie.
Yeah.
He did Satisfied.
And
it's amazing.
I'll have to look it
and
up.
Javier Munoz, like, comes out as Hamilton, like, in the little part.
That's so perfect.
In Satisfied. It is perfect. Like, it's so good. Yeah, miscast is great. Yeah, there's Jeremy Jordan singing Let It Go. He's done a lot.
I just think that he is so well-rounded of a performer.
Aaron
like, he's a true
Tveit
triple threat.
Gavin Creel sing Take Me or Leave Me.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites, too. No, but my favorite of all time is, oh no, what is Neil Patrick Harris's husband's name? David what? I keep wanting to say, is it Barca?
Burka. David Burka.
Okay. But then I thought I was talking about Justin Bartha for a second. I was like, that's not who I mean.
No, David Burka.
No, my favorite version of that song is Neil Patrick Harris and David Burka's version, because when it goes kiss Pookie, David goes kiss Doogie, and I laugh every time.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's so good. The full performance isn't even on YouTube, but you have to find like clips of it and piece them together, but it's so good.
I love YouTube.
I think Neil has a mustache in it. It's from a long time ago, but
Neil currently has a mustache, like right now. It's so weird.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I just don't like mustaches.
I also just started rewatching How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, really?
And like he is such a, I mean, not a baby because he literally was a child when he played Doogie Howser, but like he's so young when that show started. Also, Ted is a terrible human being.
Literally, he's the worst.
I feel like the last time I saw season 1 of How I Met Your Mother, I was still in high school. So, like, I just thought he was perfect and awesome and whatever.
We're in love with him?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was an architect and lived in New York. Like, he was great. And, like, rewatching the first season of How I Met Your Mother, I'm like, he's literally the worst.
This is how I feel about Friends. And Friends is my, like, I rewatch Friends at least once a year and have since I was 10. Like, at least. Usually more than that, because it's a show I go to sleep with. But they're all awful people. Like, they all are not good people.
So I never grew up watching Friends. Like, I had never seen Friends, like, during my childhood. And I think I finally saw it maybe, like, 3-4 years ago for the first time all the way through. Yeah. So, yeah, I never had that, like, oh, my God, they're perfect.
Well, I never thought they were perfect, because I literally was a child. But it was just something I grew up with, because it's been around since I was born. It came out in 1994. And so,
I was 3.
Yeah. So when my sister got all of the DVDs, cause she's a huge Friends fanatic, she gave them to me when I was like 10, and then I just watched them all. Like, I think that was my first entrance to binging, and I love binging. It's all
downhill from, you love binging.
I do.
And you hate watching things.
I do.
As they come out, and I hate you for it. I hate you so much for it.
I do. Edie's mad at me right now because I made her wait one day while I waited to listen to the new Adventure Zone, because I hate when things come out. It like, I don't know what it is. It gives me like, I don't want to say anxiety, but the same kind of feeling where I'm just like, I don't want to watch it or listen to it.
Yeah, but this isn't even the first time this has happened.
It's true.
At the beginning of our friendship, Becca was like, hey, you should watch Teen Wolf because I love Teen Wolf. And then so I sat there and I binged Teen Wolf because I had never watched it because I had never watched it and it's genuinely a terrible TV show.
Yeah, but it's also great, so.
And I binged like all 6 seasons of it. So then I'm texting Becca during the last season. She's like, oh yeah, I never watched the last season. I'm like, what do you mean you never watched the last season? Like, you just asked me to watch this entire show and now I can't even talk to you about it. I have no one to talk to about it. And she just did the same thing with The Adventure Zone.
I listened to it.
I know, but like you didn't listen to it the day that it came out, and I had no one to talk to about it, and I had so many feelings and
it was
so
a
many
really
emotions,
good episode.
And we're not going to talk about it because I don't know if Ethan's listened to it yet. I mean, he better. This is Wednesday. He should have listened to it by now.
When this episode comes out, hopefully the finale will be the next day.
We'll see. We'll see.
Those McElroys, man.
I have a really strong feeling that it's not going to come out this week.
Yeah, I have a really strong feeling it's going to come out when we're together.
I don't know if I can listen to it.
I can't listen to it with other people. That's not happening, so it will have to wait. Or we will go in separate rooms for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't care how we listen to it, but we're definitely listening to it like the day that it comes out, even if we have to like go to separate rooms.
Wait, where will we be on Thursday in Disney?
Thursday is Epcot?
That's fine.
That's fine.
We'll have some drinks in us.
Exactly. Yeah, so it'll be fine. You can like stay in Canada and I'll be in like Paris and then we can listen to it.
We'll literally be across the world from each other.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm not going more than 24 hours without listening to the finale when it comes out. So hopefully it comes out this week. If it doesn't come out this week, we will be listening to it in Orlando. That is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Or I will listen to it and spoil the whole thing for you.
That is unfair because I had to wait for you to listen to all of Balance for me not to spoil it.
I listened to all of Balance in like 3 weeks.
I'm aware.
3 weeks. There's
I know,
69 episodes.
It's over 69 hours.
There's 69 episodes of Balance, and I listened to it in 3 weeks. I don't know what you're complaining about. I legitimately could not listen to it any quicker.
I mean, that's a lie. You could have listened to it 3 days straight.
Yeah, just stayed up for 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You only listen to, like, 23 hours a week. That's nothing.
It's a full day of audio and into every... You know what? We're not talking about this anymore. Jeremy Jordan is great.
He should guest on The Adventure Zone like Lynn did.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I know. You texted me about it. And I was like, yes, Eni, where have you been? They are best friends with the McElroys. Or he is best friends with the McElroys.
I know this, but I just started listening to My Brother, and Me. And so I'm working my way through that now. And I'm just learning that they actually played Dungeons and Dragons together. And there is recorded audio of this.
Yeah, so we're going to have to wait till Maximum Fun Drive so that we can donate and then get access to that.
Exactly. So I have to wait till March to listen to this, and it's making me very sad, and I don't want to think about it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the pictures of him.
I don't know if Jeremy Jordan is a D&D kind of guy.
He's pretty freaking nerdy.
He is. He's very into Disney, which is probably why I love him so much too. Because he sings a lot of Disney medleys and Disney songs.
And he's, like, friends with Alan Menken because, like, they worked on Newsies together.
You know who else is friends with Alan Menken now?
Lynn.
Because they're working on Little Mermaid.
Which
like
just,
a
like...
new Little Mermaid music.
Which just, like, as someone who is such a fan of his, it's such a cool thing to think about because he literally named his son Sebastian.
Oh, yeah.
Because of The Little Mermaid.
Obsessed with The Little Mermaid. And, like... went into music because of The Little Mermaid and Alan Menken's music. So the fact that he, like, full circle is now working with Alan Menken on a live-action Little Mermaid, like, that, as a fan of him as a person, like, not even Hamilton, not even In the Heights, like, just as someone who gets excited for, like, his personal victories, like, that's awesome.
And also, like, Lynn is very similar to Jeremy Jordan in that way, where every single one of their, like, exciting moments feels exciting for fans because they're so open about stuff that they get excited over.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Like, he was very excited for Waitress. Like, he'd been campaigning for Dr.
Pomander.
I've never seen this show. Dr. Pomander for, like, since it came out. And he was
Yeah.
like, I want to play this.
On one of the shows that he did with his wife, like they sing Waitress like songs together, and he talks about how like she actually saw the movie and was like a fan of the movie, and then when they turned it into a musical, she was a super fan of the musical, and he's apparently like a huge Sarah Bareilles fan. So like they both love Waitress for like very different reasons, but it's super cool, and I'm so glad that he got to play Pomander, even if it was for a couple months, but like.
Oh, it was only for a couple weeks.
Well, it was supposed to be for a couple months, but then he had paternity leave. It was supposed to be 2 months.
Oh, wait, no, it was, because it was April to June. Yeah, it was. Yeah. He only took a couple days off to be with his wife and child, because it was at the end.
Weeks.
Really? Was
I
it
think
that long?
so. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
But it was right at the end of his run, because
Yeah.
it got extended. Him and Shoshana, is that how you say her name?
Shoshana Bean.
Yeah, they got extended, like,
Yeah.
together, because it was only supposed to be a couple weeks, and then everyone was like, nah, I want to see them, and they were like, all right.
Well, she stayed on for a while.
No, I know, but, like, them together.
Yeah.
Like, he got extended.
There's a bunch of recordings of them singing. It's a bad idea.
And he's wearing a Superman shirt, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, you're so subtle, you're on Supergirl, we get it.
That's right. He does the CW thing.
Yeah. Which is so funny when I was just before we came on here, I was just watching his cover of She Used to Be Mine, and in the title it says Jeremy Jordan in parentheses Supergirl, and I'm like, excuse me,
That's not how people know him.
no.
And then this guy that plays Flash was like in Glee and is like super into musical theater too. So
Yep.
they had in the crossover, Darren Criss was in it, like
Yeah,
the guy that's
Grant
from
Gustin.
Flash. Yeah, him.
He was the bad warbler. My God,
Yeah.
what's his name? I can hear my friend Katie pounding their head from here. What's the bad warbler's name?
I don't know. All I can think
Sebastian!
of is yeah. No way.
It is
Wow.
Sebastian.
That was bad.
You're welcome, Katie. I finally figured it out.
All I think of whenever I see his face is the Smooth Criminal cover
Oh, such a good cover.
with the cellos. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Those
So
guys
good.
that do the cellos anyway, the two cellos, they are incredible in general, and I'm so happy that they got to be on that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Glee.
Glee.
I miss Chris Colfer. Now he's just like an author.
I miss Darren Criss in Glee. Now he's like an actual actor and like won
He wins
Emmys
like
and stuff.
awards and stuff. You can't see, but I'm rolling my eyes. He's like cool
God
now.
forbid. Yeah. What were we talking about? Jeremy Jordan. Right. I've never watched any of the CW like superhero stuff,
Neither.
so I like couldn't care less that he was in Supergirl because I think it's still on, right? Like he's still doing that.
I don't know if he's still in it, but Supergirl's definitely still on.
I think so because he's been posting on Instagram and stuff
Yeah.
about being on. Did I? Yeah, I did. I'm an idiot. I closed.
He plays Win Shot Jr. on the CBS series Supergirl. That means nothing for me.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Neither.
Sorry to all you CW TV fans.
He sang with Karen
Olivo?
Olivo. I always want to say Olivio, and I was like, there's an extra I that I'm adding. Karen Olivo in West Side Story.
Yeah, he was an
okay.
alternate as Tony. She won a
No, but
Tony.
they revised. Yeah, but
She won a
they
Tony.
reprised it at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But she won the Tony for playing Maria in the revival.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome, though.
I talked about this 2 episodes ago. How
Did
is
you?
it that you don't listen to me when I talk? When literally all you're doing right now, all you have to do right now is listen to me when I talk.
Yeah. Oh, he was also in The Flash.
Well, yeah, they do crossovers and
No, but
stuff.
like not as it says as Grady.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. But then he said and then it says his character from Supergirl. I don't know. I only like Marvel. Not sorry about it.
I like Christopher Nolan's Batman. Actually, no.
I like Christopher Nolan in Newsies.
No. Try that again.
What do you mean?
Christopher Nolan's the director.
Oh,
Christian Bale is Batman.
I don't watch movies.
I'm so sorry, Tyler, Ethan. Like, I know.
Casey.
I'm rolling my eyes too. Like, it's fine.
That makes me so happy.
I don't watch
that just
movies,
happened.
but one of my favorite podcasts is a movie review podcast.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Hello from Elsewhere too.
Oh my god.
No, Casey totally called me out on Instagram on it, and he was like, "Okay, but why? Why do you listen to my podcast?"
Like, if you don't watch movies, why do you listen to my podcast? It's almost as if Casey's never heard himself speak.
I know, Casey. Man,
Casey.
just listen. You have the most perfect voice in the entire world. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
he really
You have
does.
a great voice.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I
don't know.
like Chris Nolan's Batman. Actually, I like most of the Batman movies, like even the bad Batman movies, like the Tim Burton Batman movies.
He's never won a Tony.
Jeremy Jordan has not won a Tony.
This is a travesty. This is just
Becca, we
as bad
just
as
talked
what's
about
his
this
face.
20 minutes ago. Like 20 minutes ago.
Edie, I am so tired.
No, I'm the one that's tired, remember?
I know, all I've done is be
Oh,
in my
we're
room all
falling
day.
apart here, guys. We're falling apart.
No, but like, I knew that he didn't win for Newsies, but I didn't know that he didn't win for anything.
No.
The only award he has is the Theater World Awards, and like, what's that? Nothing?
I don't know, but it was for Bonnie and Clyde, which was on Broadway for like a month.
I know. I have like listened to the soundtrack one way through, and then I'm just like, meh.
I like it a lot, actually. I don't know.
I don't remember what you were talking about when I just interrupted you, and like, I feel bad, but also my whole world. Leo, that was who I was talking about. This is like him never winning an Oscar.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. All
You
I
were
was trying
talking
to
about
all
Christopher
I
Nolan.
was trying to say was that I like Marvel better than DC as well.
Yeah, it's the only important.
I mean, no, people are allowed to like what they like. I'm just saying that
I'm aware, but in my opinion,
I prefer Marvel to DC. And I have not watched any of the DC shows at all.
I've heard they're good.
I heard they're okay.
I've heard they're good. A lot of my friends like them.
Okay, well, I don't watch them. And
And-
I don't even watch them for Jeremy Jordan, which that's saying something.
I think it's really funny that there's a note at the top that says, not to be confused with Jeremy Jordan, the singer. Let's look at him.
Ooh, singer, born 1973
Oh.
in Hammond, Indiana. I don't know who this is.
I don't know who this is either. Let's look at his career. Film and television. Anything I know? Nope.
No, not at all.
Where do we go from here?
he apparently had a song that was on the Never Been Kissed
I see that.
soundtrack. He also
One-hit
has
wonder.
an album called Jeremy the Remix, which I am like very
Oh, it was only released in Japan.
oh wow. And on cassette and CD.
Yeah, it's mostly Japan. Okay, now I don't feel bad that I don't know who this is.
I mean, he did release music in the US. It just
Yeah.
peaked at like 176.
Yeah. Like sales
no.
or 1,000? What
no,
does that mean?
No, like the chart, like the Billboard charts or whatever.
I was like, he only sold 176? That poor guy.
Well, no, he has a song from 1992 called "The Right Kind of Love," which peaked at number 14 on the US charts.
No, number 4 on the pop charts.
Oh yeah, you're right, on the pop charts.
And number 11. It's my favorite number.
I had no idea. It's not like we didn't just record our 11th episode last week and talk about how you like the number 11.
I'm just saying. Hey, his US Heat chart for Try My Love premiered at your favorite number 9.
Look, you actually listen to me when I talk. I'm so proud of you.
Don't get used to it.
This makes me so happy.
I've never seen Never Been Kissed.
Oh, really?
Edie, I would like to reiterate.
You don't watch movies. I watch so many movies. Like,
I watch
All of
new
the
release
movies.
movies.
I probably watched Never Been Kissed, like, in the 90s. Probably not when it came out, because I think it came out in, like, actually maybe 99.
This singer is under the genre pop, new jack swing, R&B, soul, and dance pop.
Wow. That's a lot of genres.
Yeah, none of those go together.
I'm surprised that Jeremy Jordan has not come out with, like, a solo album.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't done like a cover, kind of like how Carrie Hope Fletcher did. She did a bunch of covers and released a cover album. It's very good.
I was not aware of this. I'm going to download this right now.
Oh, okay.
Is it on Spotify? Because then I don't have to download it.
It is on Spotify.
Oh, sweet.
It is.
Yeah, but, like, I want him to come out with, like, original music. He's done a couple of original songs, like, on his, like, Like they're on YouTube where he's performed them live.
Yeah.
But he's never actually come out with an album, and I want him to have an album. I just want to support him in all of the ways that I can. Is that so much to ask for?
No.
Okay.
You could have seen Bonnie and Clyde before it was on Broadway, because it's tryout city with Sarasota.
No, I saw that when I was reading it. I was like, what year was this?
2010.
Yeah, I had just graduated. Well, no, I was like a year out of high school. I could have gone to go see it, and I didn't. But now I want to start looking into, like, when people do tryouts in Florida, and then I can go see it. I don't know how to be aware of this or be notified.
I can see 6 right now before it goes on Broadway.
What 6?
The show?
Like 6. I thought you meant like 6 shows.
You were that was such a perfect podcast voice. Oh, what's 6? And then, oh wait, I'm dumb.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. Yeah, have you listened to the album for 6?
Nope.
6, like, it's pretty good. You should go see it.
I am...
Support the arts.
Yeah, but...
How do I
I
find
can't mention this
out...
on my podcast. Continue.
What?
Go ahead.
How do I find out, like, what shows are being, like, tried out in my city or in my state?
You probably just have to follow a bunch of, because they never know if they're going to Broadway. Like, Dear Evan Hansen didn't know they were going to Broadway until, like, right before it happened. And,
I mean,
like, Be More
that's fine.
Chill.
But if there's, like, another Bonnie and Clyde that's like, hey, we're performing in Sarasota, and this is a brand new thing. Like, I want to start going to shows like that.
Like, debuting at, or, like, something like that.
Becca, I forgot to tell you.
What?
I bought my tickets to see Little Shop down here.
Yeah?
That they're doing it at the University of Miami. And I'm going to go with Linton and my mom and my stepdad and my roommate. And I'm so excited. I'm finally going to see it. And then we can talk about it all over again.
Yeah.
Jeremy Jordan could definitely play Seymour.
Oh, yeah! He's so good.
What would be, like... I know that we did dream roles, but, like, what would be, like, the perfect Jeremy Jordan role in your head?
That's hard because of how many he's done.
Besides Jack Kelly.
I would love him to see him play Emmett Forrest in Legally Blonde, the musical. I think he would be great.
Okay.
That's who Christian Borle played.
I know. I still haven't seen Legally Blonde, and I mean Emmett. Like, I've seen the movie, obviously, so I know who Emmett is, but I haven't listened to the music, so I want to listen.
Just listen to my favorite song in the whole show, and actually one of my favorite musical theater songs in general is "Chip on My Shoulder," which is about him being like, "Elle, you gotta get to work, girl. Like, we gotta get this going." And I just think that he would have a real fun time with that one. Palmater, though, was like a really good.
For me, it was Palmater. Like, if I'm thinking about it, like, I would have loved to have seen him as Palmater. And, like, I know you haven't seen Waitress and you haven't listened to a lot of Waitress, which you should because it's awesome.
Well, I just tweeted the other day, do I need to finally get into Waitress? And, like, a million people replied to me and said, yeah. And I don't mean a million because I only have 700 followers on Twitter, but, like, a lot.
Well, excuse me.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. That's not a lot of people.
Still more than me. It's fine. I'm terrible at social media. I would love to see him as Elder Price or... I'm trying to think what else I would love to see him in. I don't know. Just literally anything.
This may be like a weird stretch, but I would like to see him play Larry Murphy in Dear Evan Hansen. I would love to see him
in, like,
sing.
10 years?
Huh?
I feel like he's still too young. Like, he needs, like, in 10 years.
Well, obviously.
In, like, 10
he's
years.
Only 34.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think he would have a lot of fun with, especially the part in the show where Larry literally breaks down and sobs on stage, which broke me. Didn't even like Larry Murphy until I saw the performance, but it's fine.
I think that's one of my favorite things about Jeremy Jordan. He's so expressive when he sings, and he's so, like, emotional. And, like, even when he's doing, like, covers or he's singing Celine Dion or he's singing whatever it is, like, he's just super into it, and he's such a performer whenever he is performing.
He's so, like, diverse in what he can do.
Yeah. I love him so much. I'm so glad we did this episode. I honestly didn't think it was going to be so soon, but I'm very glad that we did this episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, other shows that I like. I mean, obviously Fiyero.
I feel like every guy needs to play Fiyero.
Every tenor just
yeah
needs to play him. I would love to see him do Dancing Through Life, just because he's such a good dancer that I would like to see what he brings to that role. What's other shows that I like? Do I like other shows? He can't be in Hamilton,
He can't be in Hamilton unless he's King George.
which I think is a waste of his talent.
Okay.
Yikes! But that's like how Jonathan Groff... I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. But that's like how Jonathan Groff was wasted in Frozen.
Yeah, but I mean, Jonathan Groff was King George.
I'm aware, but...
Also, you haven't seen the show. Like, he's a lot more, like, there's more acting than, like, his 3 songs that he sings. Or 2 songs that he sings. 3 songs that
My
he sings.
favorite was when the Tonys were coming out for Hamilton and John Groff won over Daveed Diggs. And everyone's like, you do realize he's on stage for less than 10 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
The one white guy in the whole show.
That's a different conversation.
It's fine.
What else do I want to see him in? Not Hamilton. Definitely Wicked. I would love to see him in The Miz, but that's because I'm obsessed with his cover of Bring Him Home.
Yeah, I think he would have to be Valjean because he's too old for Marius right now. Because Marius is the same age as Jack. And I don't... Like, I think that he can do most things, and I think that he would be fine as Javert, but I definitely think that his voice lends more to Jean Valjean.
Did I cast him as Roger in Rent?
No. Yes, we both did.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I'm like going through like the list in my head, and I'm like, I have the most amazing idea, and I feel like I definitely casted him already as Roger.
We both did. We did Jordan Fisher and Jeremy Jordan for the 2 mains in Rent.
That is so many J's.
And so many Jordans.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Darren Criss and Chris Colfer were together.
Ugh.
Like, it was Chris and Chris and Chris and Chris and Chris.
Chris and Chris and Chris and Chris and Chris. What else? He would be great in Kinky Boots. He would literally be great in anything.
I'm surprised he hasn't done it yet.
Like, in my mind, he's just great in all of the things.
It's because he has like such a wide range in his voice that there are a lot of things he could do.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god, he would be great in Spring Awakening too. Oh my god.
Just everything Jonathan Groff
Jordan.
does. In order to get that joke, please go watch their performance of Let Me Be Your Star.
I'm sure we'll put it somewhere, either in the description or we'll post
tweet
it
it
on Twitter. Yeah, you can tweet it, and you can follow us on Twitter so that you can see that tweet.
Oh, look at that transition.
What? Look at me. You can follow the show on Twitter or Instagram at Sincerely Us Pod. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _Eeny That's INYMEENY.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and this week is going to be really good because I'm going to be on vacation, so there's going to be lots of social media. And my handle is Becca Eddows, BECCAEDDOWS. Our art on, like, everything, our logo and our art is by Synergetic Art on Twitter.
And before Becca ends the show, obviously, we love Jeremy Jordan, and we think he's an extremely talented individual. And he's just such a positive person and a positive influence on the Broadway world, in our opinion. At least in my opinion. I don't want to speak on your behalf.
No, definitely. Like, I think he's such a wonderful and positive and light in the world, if that makes sense. And obviously, we only know him from his personal persona, but we don't know him in real life.
His public persona, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And I just found a really, really good quote, Eni, that kind of encompasses why we love musical theater. And he said, when you're just using words, you're limiting yourself to everyday casual speak. As soon as you start to sing, you unlock the stuff that's underneath.
Sincerely, us.